Welcome to the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mackenzie Moore, and today we have with us freshman golfer Tristan Abts. Tristan, thanks for coming on today.
Yep, no problem.
All right, and you guys are finishing up the fall season.
Correct.
And you guys just came off of a first-place finish at the Blue Devil Classic. You guys did great, top 4 finish for the players. You guys took 1 through 4, which is, crazy good. And you guys are just coming off. That's not even as important as the NJCA National Preview that you guys finished right before that, which you guys came in 9th. How'd you guys feel you guys did between those two tournaments? How did that make you guys feel?
I mean, the KCK tournament, we all played well, I thought. Up in Iowa at the National Preview, we struggled pretty. Yeah, we pretty much struggled up there. It was a tough course. The weather was tough. It was just a grind. So yeah.
With the 9th place finish, that's still pretty good, especially when you're facing that top-notch talent. Is there something you guys had in mind higher than that, or is it just like a personal play you guys felt like you could have done better?
Oh yeah, we wanted to be top 5. That's our goal for the national tournament and for the national preview, obviously. So, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the difference between high school and college, because you are a freshman, you're coming in and just immediately off the ground running, doing really great for the fall season. What do you think is the biggest difference between your high school golfing days and right now in college?
Well, in high school, you could go out and shoot 78, and the rest of your team would just talk about how good you are. Just a 78 is not a big deal. You come to college, you shoot a 78, and you might be last on your team. So it's an entirely different environment. It forces you to go low. Yeah, that's the biggest difference that I've noticed.
So does that mean there's more pressure that's on you now?
Yeah, way more pressure. If you don't perform, you'll be left in the dust.
Right. Is that pressure that you put on yourself? Is that pressure that coach puts on you, the other teammates?
For me, I put it on myself quite a bit. Yeah. Coach, I think he tries, but he doesn't always. He doesn't always put pressure on us. But yeah, a lot of my pressure is self-motivated. So.
The fall season is definitely something that you're trying to get yourself prepared for the actual national tournament in the spring. With how this fall has gone, do you feel like you're where you need to be to make that run when you guys get to the spring?
At the moment, no, but we're all going to get better. I'm better now than I was at the end of the fall season, and we'll all be better during the start of the spring season than we are now. So we'll be hoping to make a top 5 run for sure.
What do you guys need to do during the winter to keep yourselves just, ready to go and not have that drop-off going into the spring?
You gotta work in the indoor facilities. Where I'm up at Alvamar, where I'm a member, there's an indoor driving range, so I'll be up there a lot. And then Coach actually has facilities that we can use in Overland Park golf course, so we'll be able to utilize that as well.
How does your mindset change between, the Blue Devil Classic, where you guys were clearly in first? I'd have to look at the numbers, but you guys were probably 50, 60 strokes above the closest team.
About 50.
How does your mindset change between that and the national preview, where you're facing the best in the country and, each stroke counts? How does your mindset change?
And every stroke counts. That's pretty much how it is. You just got to focus every time you step up to the ball. You can't waste any strokes at all, because you'll get left behind very quickly. Competition is really high up there. So yeah, we'll need to focus and make sure our games are good at that point.
When you have that kind of tournament like with the Blue Devil Classic, where you guys are so far ahead, what do you guys do to keep yourself on pace? Because in a lot of other sports, athletes will maybe look at that lead and just kind of like ride it out because they know they're going to get the victory. What do you guys do to keep yourself playing at that high level when the other opponents aren't necessarily challenging you?
Well, that's the good thing about golf is even if your team's ahead by 50 strokes or whatever, you yourself can still individually compete. Like with me, I was pushing myself the whole way trying to catch Charlie. He was a couple strokes ahead of me. And then with Charlie, I'm sure he was pushing himself just to beat his own score. I mean, you're always playing the course. It's not necessarily against other teams that you're focusing on. You're always playing the course and trying to do your best. So that's how you stay focused.
Well, hopefully that focus and determination will help you guys out when you get into the spring and try to, upgrade that 4th place to maybe a 1st place to bring home that national championship.
Yep.
Tristan, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mackenzie Moore. Thank you for watching.